been forced to protect it in an underground world. Some of the traditional nations that have been able to live relatively undisturbed certainly preserve much of their ancestral wisdom. The rural population around the world that has carried and protected the healing knowledge has never been front actors in our modern history. These are the people that few paid attention to before. This knowledge has always been there, out of view, serving the traditional population needs, the way it always has. In recent years, predominantly one part of the ancient healing arts has come up to the surface, the use of plant medicines, and it's now in the spotlight of international attention. That is not a negative thing per se, because it can offer so much, and it is probably needed now more than ever before, and on a larger scale. But this exposure brings a host of new challenges and dangers, not only for the public, but for the knowledge itself. Now that we are in the 21st century, we are once again witnessing a similar clash of cultures that occurred back in the colonial times. When a traditional spiritual knowledge is quickly absorbed without necessary time taken to understand its principles and delicacies, it is transformed into a product of consumption. The odds that the modern world will need to take in and embrace this traditional knowledge is high, though it's essential that the Western world makes an effort to adapt and explore a respectful mindset for embracing and understanding the benefits of the ancient healing arts. My personal practice has never been on a large scale. After being a student and an apprentice, I spent many years working in rural areas of my home country, Peru. Most of my friends and clients in Peru live a life strongly connected to the land. Their lives are not filled with material possessions, but their inner worlds are of great richness and structure. Later, life brought the opportunity to me to help people from other countries. I have always helped them in the same way I have helped my fellow Peruvians, while also trying to assist them in understanding the proper mindset for receiving the medicine force. During those years, I was told many times, especially by people who were quite experienced in plant medicine ceremonies and other practices, that I should one day write a book. In that book, I should share my understandings about the healing force and the plant medicine protocols, how plant medicines work, how to understand and navigate the experiences, the codes of the invisible language, and the nuances of this healing art. I have heard several times, "I wish I had this knowledge before so that I could have avoided my difficult plant medicine experience," or, "If I had known this before, I could have understood better my previous plant ceremony experiences." This book has come to fulfill those requests, and it's my hope that it will be a positive contribution to the international community. It is from a deep part of my heart, with gratitude and service to the people in need of assistance, as well as to the beautiful spirits of nature and the deceased masters of the past, that I am now openly sharing some of my understandings and stories. The work with the sacred plants is a very important part of the natural medicine craft, but this book is not only about that. I want to offer a larger picture of the medicine craft and to create appreciation for other important aspects that are endangered or still not well known. I have learned from my teachers to be prudent, only stepping out to serve when my skills are needed. Then I step back and become just another member of the group. I prefer not to be called by any titles. My skills are not of a higher value than any good hunter, good storyteller, or anyone else. To stay discreet in the visible increases your power in the invisible. One of the big challenges that we all face is what can be called superstition. Superstition is the great enemy of any form of true knowledge, whether scientific or traditional. Superstition bends the perception of reality, and it creates artificial truths driven by the needs of our personal fears and ambitions. Sadly, superstition has corrupted part of the traditional knowledge, and it constitutes one of the wrongdoings that the false practitioners use to take power over gullible people.